Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Today's event is being live streamed, so welcome also to family and friends who join us for this ceremony from around the world. Now, our graduation ceremonies are always special, but this year particularly so, because they're the first ever to be held in our own university hall. This hall was built in 1854. It was severely bomb damaged in 1941, so extensive repairs were necessary. And in 1972, the building was granted listed status. 2 years ago, it was taken over by the university. And since then, a programme of restoration has been carried out by our estates team to give this gracious old building a new purpose. So I hope that you will treasure the memories of today as much as we do. This fine venue is now forever part of your individual stories, as much as it is part of the collective history of Nottingham Trent University. Graduation is always a memorable event in anybody's life. It marks the end of a journey of academic endeavour. It signifies the successful conclusion of one stage of life and the beginning of the next. So these ceremonies are a highlight of the year for us. They're a time when we celebrate and share in the success of our students, and I'd like to congratulate each one of you on your academic achievements. However, no one makes this academic journey on their own. I ask you, therefore, to pause for a moment and think about remember those who've supported you along the way, in particular your families, your friends, and your tutors. Graduands, please join me in a round of applause to thank all of those, whether they're sitting below you here or they're watching around the world, who've helped you on this journey. Graduation ceremonies are also an opportunity to celebrate the successes of the university over the past year. And 2018 is a very significant year for Nottingham Trent University, a year of remarkable achievements during which we reached our 175th anniversary. Our recent successes are grounded in 175 years of tradition, starting with the Nottingham Government School of Design, our founding college. Opened in 1843, the focus then, the development of skills and innovations to drive economic prosperity, continues to characterise NTU today. The accolades that we've received this year recognise our excellence in learning and teaching, linked to our ambition to transform the lives of over 30,000 students who study with us. Firstly, Nottingham Trent University is the Times Higher Education University of the Year, the most prestigious award within UK higher education. And we're also proud to be the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guide Modern University of the Year. The active way that we engage with employers and thus enhance the employability of our students and graduates underpinned this award. NTU was also awarded the gold standard in the National Teaching Excellence Framework sponsored by the government. And here the commentary reads, and I quote, "Based on the evidence available, the panel judged that Nottingham Trent University delivers consistently outstanding teaching, learning and outcomes for its students. It is of the highest quality found in the UK." Now, I know that most prospective students and many of their parents look at the league tables published in national newspapers. I've already mentioned our recent recognition in the version in the Times and the Sunday Times. However, the latest ranking, published in The Guardian, probably gives the best representation of the current standing of UK universities. and it put NTU 16th out of 121 institutions. But, of course, the achievements of the university overall are built upon the exceptional education provided to our students in each of our academic schools. So I want to share briefly with you a few highlights from within your own school. With almost 3,000 students, the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment has a rich tradition of working in close partnership with the professions, including industry advisory boards and strategic industry partnerships. Teaching is a collaboration of academics, visiting experts, and industry partners working together to enrich course content and deliver the knowledge and skills that industry expects. In November, following extensive review and a visit from the Joint Board of Moderators, all the civil engineering courses were re-accredited by the JBM on behalf of the Engineering Council. This important accreditation covers 4 professional bodies within civil engineering. And not only does this signal very clearly the quality of the NTU courses, it's hugely important to the future career prospects of our students. In addition to support from industry through lectures and site visits, final year students work on live industry projects, applying the skills and knowledge developed throughout their courses to real-life scenarios. Architecture technology students, too, have worked on industry live projects. One of the most challenging work experience opportunities was undertaken by Akinola Oladosun Famutini, who worked on the Houses of Parliament refurbishment project while on placement. Students graduating here today have acted as consultants with Gedling Borough Council and Friends of Gedling Country Park to create the new Visitors Centre. And these students also had a hand in what you see around you today as contributors to numerous early interpretations of the design brief for this building's refurbishment. Guests, students, colleagues, for everything we've achieved together this year, please join me once again for a big collective round of applause. I now invite the Dean of the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment, Dr. Andrew Knight, to read the names of today's graduands, and the Pro-Chancellor will admit you to your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the graduands. Pro-Chancellor, the following have qualified for the awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Master of Science degree in Structural Engineering with Management, Meng Ki Hang Lim. Master of Science degree in Structural Engineering with Materials, Alvine Mushroa. Master of Engineering degree with honours in Civil Engineering, Design and Construction, Adinozi Oziji. The following student also receives the Turner and Townsend Prize for Outstanding MEng Major Design Project, Jack Dudmish. The following student also receives the ACOM Prize for Outstanding MEng Final Year Student, Samuel Elwood. Christopher George. Philip Woodward. Bachelor of Engineering degree with honours in Civil Engineering, Jara Al-Kafari. Nazar Al-Matari. Abdulaziz Al-Otaibi. The following student also receives the Inerta Construction Prize for Outstanding Final Year BN student, Safadin Al-Qatani. Kalindu Hetiara Chicheji. Navid Khan. Mo Tet Kin. Sachini Mahanama. Samuel Parker. Jay Patel. Mohammed Anid. Amir Asif. Michael Carlisle. Matthew Devins. James Hudson. The following student also receives the Volker Fitzpatrick Prize for Outstanding Final Year BEng project, Ismail Ismail. Amir Karim. Kamran Khan. Benjamin Lanny. Mark Morgan. Edward Morrill. Samuel Rowbottom. Mohammed Soaib. Jack Tame. Lewis Wardle. Robin Wells. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Architectural Technology, Rania Ali. Drew Bula. Jack Powell. Rebecca Richards. Jake Beasley. Nevsky Bean. Jack Bennion. Michael Booth. Samuel Clark. Matthew Connor. Selena Du. Aidan Elliott. Amy Ellis. Toby Hedges. Georgina Macon. Sophie Meakin. Emily Meredith. Laura Moore. Arnold Munyati. Akinola Oladusu Famutimi. Sarah Omerod. Megan Shirley. Harrison Stammers. Mache Ticlaw. Sarah Thornber. Reese Thorner. Luke Woodhouse. Kevin Zhang. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Civil Engineering, Thomas Conway. Mitchell Martin. Andrew Matheson. Louise Nichols Cook. Joshua Peacock. Haroun Thompson. Julita Foyer. Soleil Dambia. Alexander Ding. The following student also receives the RSLEF Prize for Outstanding BSc Final Year Project, Jack Matheson. Daniel Nolan. Aaron Parmenter. Georgina Statham. Jake Swallow. Hubert Assisi. David Alavino Lou Leme. Lewis Finch. Julian Hackett. George Harvey. Ben Hopkins. Akintumide Jeola. The following student also receives the Clugston Construction Prize for Outstanding Final Year BSc student, Mark Jamieson. Ryan Marshall. Sam Riley. Christian Sedgbeer. Jordan Shaw. Harry Tucker. Fraser Williamson. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Childhood Studies, Nelab Shoaib. Pro-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment, and concludes the presentation of awards to students at this ceremony. In absentia, Pro-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those students who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these students are worthy of their degrees, and I stand as proxy. Jack Tame, who earlier received a Bachelor of Engineering degree with honours in civil engineering, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and fellow graduates. First of all, I'd like to congratulate each of the graduates here today, and on behalf of the graduating class of 2018, I sincerely welcome you all and thank you everyone for being here today on this unique day. Between 3 or 4 years ago, each one of us made the firm decision to pursue a graduate degree course here at NTU. I bet that in the middle of it all, we considered giving it all up, and we wanted to pack up our books and just go home, and some did. At times, that probably would have been an easier choice. But we stuck with it, and having survived Freshers' Week, essays, courseworks, and seemingly twice the number of exams anyone else we knew, we all made it here at one piece, and today is a milestone for each of us. On reflection of our time here, it would be nice for me to be able to sum up everything into several neat anecdotes, pack them all together, load them onto the shiny train of our future, and be able to say, that was our time at NTU, Wasn't it wonderful? Sadly, of course, it doesn't really work like that in real life. It'd be impossible to summarise mine or any of your unique and special university experience in any meaningful or conclusive way. So instead, I've chosen some common threads that bound our university lives together in some way or another. Hard work in the library. It's in the library that we develop the correct attitude, self-discipline, and capacity to place your goals before your own needs, and it's in the library where we support one another, cultivate friendships, and inspire hard work in each other. This is perhaps a lesson that many of us may have learned later rather than sooner, but it's a valuable and essential lesson nonetheless. And it would be naive of me to neglect noting the extracurricular activity which unites our student body like no other, a night out. They say that drinking with our friends and going out is key to enjoying a happy and healthy social life, and by that interpretation, we must be some of the most socially happy and healthy people going. Is it any wonder that we have a student satisfaction rating of 89%? So although it may seem that the individual, mundane, day-to-day occurrences don't always have any profound significance, once you glue all the absurd fragments of your university life together, these are the things that possess the truest vitality, and these are the things that define you all. That was our time at NTU. Wasn't it wonderful? Although this day belongs to each of us receiving an award, I'm sure that you can all agree that we owe our deepest gratitude to a number of people. To the teaching staff, we say thank you for all of your guidance and support, and to the other university staff for their contribution to the success of all the graduates during their time at university. Finally, to our families and loved ones for their immeasurable emotional, practical, and financial support throughout our education, without which we would not be here today. Therefore, could I please ask all graduates to stand? Please join me in giving a round of applause to our parents, partners, families, friends, and children for all the help and support they've given us while studying for our awards. Thank you all very much for listening, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.
Jack, thank you on behalf of everyone for that vote of thanks. It was brilliant. Thank you. And to all of the graduates, you're leaving with a skill that's vitally important to this country and to the world. So I wish you all the best. Graduates, doesn't that sound good? Graduates of 2018. Let me add my congratulations to those of the Pro Vice Chancellor and wish you every success in the future. My colleagues and I come into university life for moments like these, when we celebrate the success of another group of young, and in some cases not so young, people who are about to go out and make the world a better place. At the start of the ceremony, you heard about some of the accolades that have been received by NTU in the last 12 months. My promise today to you is that we will continue to make sure that you will be as proud of us as we are of you today. We also hope that as you take the next steps in your career, you become our greatest ambassadors. Remember that although you have now graduated, all of you remain a member of the NTU global family. You are now part of a worldwide community of over 200,000 Nottingham Trent University alumni. You can continue to enjoy a wealth of support, including expert advice on your next steps and future plans from the employability team. And you can find out more by visiting the NTU alumni website. In time, perhaps you can consider how you could help future generations of students, as some alumni have helped you, with lectures, with placements, with careers advice, funding scholarships, contributing to facilities and to research. All of those are vitally important to the future of the university. But that's all for the future. Today, enjoy your success with your tutors, your family, and your friends. I invite you all now to join us for celebratory refreshments in the Newton building across the road. Guests, please, could you remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and graduates leave the hall. I declare this graduation ceremony closed. Thank you.